with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here in England. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown! Devon Achane. 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. He's to the 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Love. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Okay, break.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Richardson on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. Throw caught by Achane. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 6 now. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They send the tight end Davis in motion. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's locked. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Lock. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
83 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Now, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
Okay,
and in
ready?
this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle, Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. This taken in by Kincaid. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Puka Nacua from 17 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Luck.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18. Ready?
On 1st down, Richardson.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Julian Blackmon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ready.
Richardson working from the gun.
And this one too low. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Locke.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Here's a toss coming right. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Davis.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
On 1st down, Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Back to throw, Locke. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's Locke. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
Ready up.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give, running right, Achane.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold. Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattlers.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Richardson to throw it. Pass complete down in the clear. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ready, break. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
On the set.
2nd down and 4. They'll give this to Achane.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Another one in the books for